In this video, we're going to see about IPv6 SLAAC configuration. So this is the topology we're going to work with, and to get an IPv6 address for a host, there are three different ways to get it. So first, we'll see those modes. We are in the IP configuration window. So we can see the three options. There is DHCP, auto config, and static. The first one, there is DHCP, where the DHCP server assigns an IPv6 address along with the DNS server information as well. That is DHCP. And the next one is auto configuration mode, where we will where the first 64 bits of the IPv6 address is taken from the router's gateway, and then the remaining 64 bits will be taken from the interface ID of this link local address. That is this one. I'll show you. Is this one. This is the interface ID of the link local address, right? So this will be the next last 64 bits of the IPv6 address. That is about the auto configuration mode. Now static mode, where we manually enter the IPv6 address. That's it. Those are the three modes using which we can get the IPv6 address for a host. So in this video, we're going to configure using this auto configuration mode. Using this auto configuration mode, where the first 64 bits will be taken from the router's gateway. So to get that, we have to set the gateway first, that is gigabit 0/0 interface. We'll enable that. So we'll give now enable config terminal. Now by default the router understands an IPv4 addressing, right? So in order to make it understand IPv6, let me give IPv6. There's a command called IPv6 unicast routing. That's it. Now let me mention the interface, that is gigabit 0/0, and let me give the IPv6 address, and now we just have to let me use this address, that is 2001 db8 1 and /64. So the first 64 bits, that is 4 hextets, I have given here, and the remaining 64 bits I have represented using this double colon, and this /64 is nothing but the prefix. Now let me give no shutdown here. Exit. That's it. Now I have set the gateway. Now to get an IPv6 address for this host, I'm going to click on the auto config mode. Here we can see that is requesting IPv6 address. So since this link has not got enabled completely, here we can see an orange dot here on the switch side, that is FA3/1 side. So it may take a couple of minutes. Now meanwhile we'll configure this side, that is gigabit 0/1 side. Go into the configure terminal, and now mention the interface gigabit 0/1, and let me give the IPv6 address. That is nothing but 2001 db8 1:2 /64. So this is the first 64 bits, and this is the remaining 64 bits, and this is the prefix, and let me give enter, and let me type no shutdown. That's it. Exit. So here we can see this link has got enabled completely. Now let me click on to the auto configuration mode. Here we can see the address has automatically got allotted. So this IPv6 address, the first 64 bits, that is 2001 db8 1 and 1 up to here, this has been taken from the router's gateway, and the remaining address, that is 290 2BFF and FEAD, all this has been taken from this is interface ID of the link local address. So this is the link local address which we can see which we can see in the IPv6 address as well. So this is how IPv6 address will be allotted for a host in auto configuration mode. Here we can see when you click on this auto config mode, IPv6 auto configuration is successful. So here also the first 64 bits have been taken from the gateway, and the remaining 64 bits, that is taken from the interface ID of the link local address, that is 2E022359. That's it. Now here we can see here the same. Let me do the same thing here. Click on auto config mode. Here we can see the first 64 bits have been taken from the gateway. The remaining 64 bits are taken from the interface ID of this link local address. Now let me do the same in this laptop as well. IP config. Let me click on the auto config mode. That's it. Now for servers, we'll manually assign an IPv6 address. We'll see how to do that using the static mode. An IPv6 address, the last 64 bits will be taken from the link local address, right? So let me copy that one, paste it here, and the first 64 bits must be taken from the gateway. Let me give the gateway 2001 colon DB8 colon 1 colon 1 colon. That's it. Now let me give the prefix here. That's it. We have given IP address for this server. Now let me do the same for this server as well. Now the last 64 bits is taken from the link local address. Copy it and paste it in this field, and the first 64 bits just give the gateway. And 2001 colon DB8 colon 1 colon 2 colon. That's it. Now we have given the IPv6 addresses for both servers as well. Now we can see when you place the cursor on it, you can see the IPv6 address of that server. Now let me we have assigned. Now all the hosts have got their IPv6 addresses. Now let me try the connectivity between the hosts. Now it is, you can see it is successful. Let me try from this server to this PC. It is successful. Now let me try to ping across the LAN from this PC to this laptop. It is successful. From this PC to this laptop, now it is successful. Now let me try to ping between this laptop here and this router. It is successful. From this PC to this router, it is successful. And that's it. Now I hope all the outputs, all the results were correct here, and thanks for watching.